hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hawkeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Lay. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Wildcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They put the first points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Kansas State 7, Iowa 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He throws back to the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
14, Iowa 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Oh, what a cut! They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now they're off and
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
what a big play backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. And he loses the football. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. But on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to...
Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering...
Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds a little space. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward. Play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Fry. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense,
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to test the right side with this one. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they tacked on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
42 Spider, go!
On the move. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Running to Green.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's late. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Potts. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. Pucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice move to keep running.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Give to the running back. Turning it on! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. The Hawkeyes are on the move. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Whew. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Let's go. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense working from the pistol. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Finds a tight end. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got it! You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Get set, get set.
Pushes ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Kansas State 48, Iowa 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. And as he throws, picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
First and 10.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB.
He makes a grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see...
Touchdown, Kansas State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42, Spider.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Prime. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Kansas State has it first and goal.
Green 25.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Caught behind the line. It's Potts. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Looking for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Kansas State, 62. Iowa, 14.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Open space at the 25. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Finding open areas. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're still firing away even with this lead. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another Brooks grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Number 16.